Is Winston Peters a racist? It is not all that hard to argue that he is. Last election he argued that Maori are not indigenous. He has repeatedly referred to Maori facial tattoos as scribble face. Why would a non-racist feel the need to say these things? There are only two reasons you would say these kinds of things. Either because you are racist, or because you want racists to like you. Two sides of the same ugly coin. Winston Peters constantly virtue signals to racists in a desperate attempt at getting votes. It is a sad and pathetic display, but one the nation is well accustomed to after decades of seeing this shameful strategy rolled out again and again. Of course, Winston has a very long history of fearmongering about immigration. He has been somewhat more quiet on this front since the mosque shooting revealed the ugly consequences of such rhetoric. Most notably, Winston Peters has fearmongered about Asian immigrants, arguing that Maori could soon be replaced by Asians, arguing that Asians could soon be the second largest racial group. Supposedly, the prospect of this is supposed to make us afraid. Why would it? And what Maori fears this? Maori have already been replaced once, and the Asian invasion will not be 1% as brutal as colonization was. Why would you be concerned about being replaced by another race if you weren't racist? The answer is that you wouldn't be. This is exclusively a racist concern. If you are horrified by the idea of lots of Asians in New Zealand, you are just a racist. It is not that complicated. Of course, I want moderate immigration with effective integration. But this is for cultural reasons, not reasons of race. Being opposed to Asian immigration on the basis of racial replacement is obviously racist. And when Winston Peters speaks about Asians replacing Maori, he is overtly speaking about racial replacement. It is just another dumb alternative version of the Great Replacement theory. And it is obviously racist. Of course, some would argue that Winston cannot be racist because Winston is Maori. I reject this dumb identity politics. It is perfectly possible to be both a racial minority and a vicious racist. It is perfectly possible to be racist against groups that you belong to. Winston Peters is a racist.